Hey, TikTok. I wanna I wanna share a little bit of this, what I like to think is my old man wisdom. Maybe selfish. I don't know. I want to share what I think my experiences have taught me to this point. I've had to make some changes in my life after loving everybody else and caring about everybody else and always putting others in front of me and my folks, uh, siblings, spouses, kids and whatnot, friends. I've got to start paying a little more attention to me. So call it what you want. You should probably do that a little more too. I've also realized that I ain't Atlas. I don't know if they taught you that in school or not, but I don't have to put the world on my shoulders. It ain't my world. I've stopped bargaining with folks too. I was thinking about this earlier today, the like farmers market and whatnot, and local vendors. I want to buy local and from the little folks. So I've been doing that a little bit more, and I don't dicker with them. I just, if that's what they want, that's what I pay. Um, I think we should all do that, especially all local businesses, local restaurants. I mean, I like the chains too. I'm not gonna lie. You'll see me over at you know Outback, which I leave my waitresses bigger tips now. I do. I just leave bigger tips. I want to bring a smile to their face. It brings a smile to mine, really, because I know that. Well, for one thing, they're out there working a lot harder than I do, and I've stopped telling the old folks. I've heard that already. You know how sometimes they'll just tell you a story over and over. Well, I listen over and over. Takes them down memory lane, you know what I mean? It kind of relives a moment in their past, and you get to be there and see it. That's really cool. I've also learned not not to correct folks, even when they're wrong. Just what's the point? Let them have it. It ain't up to me to make everyone perfect. I'm not. Peace is a little more precious now than, perfection, I guess, or being right. I I spread it around. I give compliments. I like to compliment people, and I do it to everybody. I like using my yes ma'ams and no sirs, and being real polite. It's a mood enhancer for me, for them, but also, it's just right. And here's a small tip for you: if somebody does give you a compliment, um, don't turn it down. No matter how you feel about yourself, whether you think you deserve it or not, just say thank you. Take the compliment. I've learned not to bother, with like a crease in my pants or spot on my shirt or how my hair is, looking or whatever. I think personality speaks a whole lot more than appearances. Because, I mean, obviously, look, I've never learned how to, you know, grow no beard. I also walk away from people who don't value me. I know what I'm worth. You know what you're worth. They might not know. I don't have to convince them. I just don't care anymore. This one's probably the most important one, too. I stay cool when someone plays dirty trying to outrun me in the rat race out here. I am not going to compete with anybody. I don't do the politics. I'm not a rat, and I ain't in no race. So that's important. That's going to free your mind a lot and make it a lot easier. Plus, it'll teach you a little bit more about karma. Learning not to be embarrassed by my emotions. Is that 10? I don't even know how many. My emotions make me who I am, so I'm proud of that. I was going to do 10, and I probably should have wrote it down. I've learned that it's better to get rid of the ego than to get rid of the people. Keep the relationships, get rid of the ego. Get rid of the pride. It's not going to do you any good. And who knows, you're going to meet some good people that are going to be with you all the way to the end. I've learned to live each day as if it's the last. Right? Isn't that how they say it? Actually, online, I saw this thing that was talking about they live their life like each day like it's an individual life. And I thought, that's cool. I'm going to start trying to do that. I'm doing what makes me happy. That's the new me. I'm going to do what makes me happy. Nobody else can do it. And I think at this point, I owe it to myself. I think you owe it to yourself. You don't have to be this old to start living this way. In fact, don't wait. Start living this way now. Everybody is depressed. We're all depressed. And happiness is a choice. You can be happy at any time you choose to be. So, choose to be. Spread it around. Thanks for following on the TikTok here. This is kind of fun.